Hey gang! Happy Thursday! Welcome to day 16 of your manifesting challenge. Day 16, huge deal. We are well over 2 weeks into this, and now is a great time for you guys to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. You may be feeling huge momentum. It might be the case that you're feeling great and starting to see these things come to light. All these things that you have spent the last 15 days working so hard to manifest. Are you starting to see them? It may be that collecting your driftwood, as we talked about yesterday, or 2 days ago, I believe, and prioritizing fun into your daily life might have you feeling supported by the universe, excited, happy, at peace. Definitely a possibility if you guys have been putting in the work. But you might not be there yet. It's possible that you haven't been as consistent with your practices as you'd like. Or you're feeling that you're not very good at this manifesting thing. Right? Those are two different very possible feelings that you might be having right now. So if you can relate to either of those or both of those, then today we want to get back into alignment or stay in alignment and just raise that energy level even more. And we're going to focus on what's thriving, right? So thank you guys for tuning in. I see a few of you guys popping on. This makes me really happy. My name's Kat, for those of you who don't know me. And I'm doing this manifesting challenge because it makes me happy, because it makes me feel alive, because I love helping people and I like teaching. And this is just fun for me. It makes me feel good. So that's why I'm doing it. It's awesome. And I'm really excited to focus on what's thriving with you guys today. And this is a huge topic for me, something that I've kind of hinted on in the past couple of days, not really with my videos, but more so just my regular posts on social media, is that we're always focusing on the negative. It's like it's ingrained in us to focus on the things that aren't working rather than the things that are, the things that are actually thriving. So take an area of your life where you wish that things could be different, or you wish that a little bit of negativity could just shift more towards the positive feelings. For instance, let's go back to the relationship example, because this is a big one for a lot of women. And if you're looking to build that relationship, that like forever relationship, but you feel like it's just not working, like something's off, something's wrong, then we should take that area of our lives and shift our focus from what's not working with these relationships to what's working with your current ones that you already have, like your friends, like your best friends. What makes your relationships with your best friends work? Show appreciation for them. Show appreciation for your family, for your community, for your friends that you communicate with on a daily basis via social media. I know I'm crazy grateful for those women. They give me hope and inspiration, and I learn from them. And so I'm surrounding myself with people who are already doing what I want to do. But when it comes to relationships, what's working with these relationships? And then you can take what's working and kind of refocus your attention to what's working with regards to romantic relationships, and it'll shift your focus and it'll shift your mindset on relationships as a whole. right? By focusing on the relationships that are working, you change your energy about relationships overall. And you can also go more general with your thoughts by just focusing on like good health or a creative project that you're working on, which I would love to know all about. I love diving into other people's creativity. I was just talking to one of my girlfriends briefly just now about crystal pyramids that she makes, and she's incredible. I actually have a few friends on social media who make these things, and I don't know how to do it yet, but it is definitely one of my huge goals, because when I go to open up my online store and blog, that's something that I want to be able to provide for people, is like healing crystals and crystal pyramids and things just that bring inspiration into people's lives. So I'm focusing my thoughts on my creative projects, and I want to know your creative projects and what you're doing, because we should all be sharing these things with each other, because once we let it out and once we start talking about it, it becomes even that much better. Or anything else really that makes you feel great, you can focus on. And that'll shift your thoughts from the negative immediately, right? If you focus on something that makes you feel great. Maybe you're looking to manifest more abundance in your life, but all you can think about is your debt. Trust me, I get that. If you guys knew how much debt my husband and I were looking at as a family, it would probably blow your mind. Of which it used to mine. And at this point, I'm just throwing up my hands and saying, well, what do I have that I am abundant in? So I'm starting to pay more attention to those things that I am abundant in. And it's certainly not finances, right? But I do appreciate the access to all of the resources that I have online that help me to learn how to create my own business, which is what I'm doing. And, you know, even though this is kind of like a roundabout part of that, just because I'm here to help you guys and like build these relationships, I'm learning from people who already know how to do this for free online. I'm a huge follower of Mike Dillard. He doesn't go the spiritual path at all whatsoever, but he is a genius when it comes to creating his own businesses, most of them being virtual online, and he kills it. He makes so much money doing this, and so why wouldn't I follow him? Because ultimately, I mean, I'm not looking to be like crazy wealthy like him, but to me, wealth is more than just the money. It's about peace of mind and having my family taken care of, etc. But yeah, it would be super cool to learn how to use these resources that we have already, like the internet and social media and those relationships that we're able to build and those resources that we're able to pull from. And so rather than focusing on my debt, I'm focusing on learning through these people. And I'm focusing on the fact that I'm so grateful that I have that ability. We have so many resources nowadays, guys, that people did not have 10 years ago when they went to start their own creative journey or learn something new. We have all these resources, so we can focus on using them and taking advantage of them really for what they have to offer to kind of shift our focus back from the negative onto the possibilities that are, right? Of course, when you focus on what makes you feel good, you start to internalize that and you start to exude that great feeling, and that's what manifesting is all about. And we already know this because I go over this every day, and the only reason why I continue to repeat myself in that is because I want to hammer in the fact that manifesting is all about how you feel on the inside and about yourself. And all of these exercises that I'm providing for you give you the tools to really dig down deep and really feel good about yourself. So we have the choice to perceive things differently. We can focus on what's wrong in our life, or we can focus on what's working. And if you focus on all the things that are wrong, then you're missing out on all the things that could go so incredibly right. It's like our natural disposition as a human being is to think negative or attract all the dramas that are going on around us. It's almost like most people thrive on drama. All you have to do, and this is what's really kind of touching on my previous posts or in my story, as you can see today if you want to look at it. All you have to do is look in the media or check a newspaper and like voila, there's the negativity. It's there on every freaking page. Gosh, it makes me angry. It does. And I know that I can't control them by any means. And so I have to continually tell myself that, but I also want to combat that in any way that I can. And this is one of those outlets that I have, is to encourage you all to not buy into their crap, because all they're trying to do is get higher ratings. They're not giving us any information that's helpful, like whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes you do get helpful information, things on the news that are like news breaking that need to be said, but with regards to everything that's going on right now with our economy and our, this crisis that we're going through, it's not positive, ever. So why are we focusing on the negative so much when we could just be focusing on the positive and like the things that are working? I don't know. So yeah, that's a huge thing. Our natural disposition as a human being is to think about the negative. So for me, I want to encourage everyone, and like one of my main life goals is to help you guys understand that we can completely flip that. We shouldn't be wired to think this way about all the things that are going wrong, but we have been conditioned to do so because of the negative environment that we live in. It's an unfortunate kind of realization. But you can make a difference. You can make a difference. The next time you find yourself speaking about a problem or catching yourself being negative, why not flip that straight over on its head to something that's like the complete opposite? If you're thinking, if you catch yourself, and after watching this, you will, if you catch yourself thinking about the negative or gossiping or talking about something that's going on that has very low vibration, that's going to bring other people around you down into that low vibration, then flip it on its head and think about and talk about the complete opposite. It makes such a huge difference in what you exude as a person from your soul and what you emit onto the people around you. Because opportunity, guys, dances with those already on the dance floor. Opportunity loves high vibration energy. That's what manifesting is. And I just love that quote. Opportunity dances with those who are already on the dance floor, already having fun, already living in those vibrations that just make them feel amazing as humans. When you focus on what's going right, you create a habitual pattern for your brain that understands that everything in your life is an opportunity and there's no such thing as a problem. My financial situation, to be completely transparent with you, My husband and I are really struggling after our wedding. We had family and friends who helped tremendously. I will never be able to repay them, it seems. Just with the financial kind of aspect of everything. And we're struggling to really kind of find our feet financially and figure it out to where we're super comfortable and we don't have to like scramble to pay rent. But I'm looking at that as an opportunity rather than a problem. So what did I do when I realized that like there's no way that I'm going to be able to continue on just doing what I'm doing and us be okay? I have so much experience in business. I have a lot of experience in sales. I have a ton of experience in customer service through Mellow Mushroom and bartending and managing and serving tables forever. And then, going over to enterprise and learning customer service through the roof with them. So I took that opportunity and I started looking for jobs that I might enjoy. And 2 weeks later, I landed this solar energy job. With Daybreak Solar, I'll be able to go out to appointments that are set for me and discuss using the power of the sun to power their home. And that aligns so well with who I am. So I took this financial situation and turned it into an opportunity, and I'm so pumped for what's happening. So like these things that I go through and mention sometimes seem, they might seem a bit foo-foo, or okay, Katie's just like a really spiritually happy person and she looks at it this way, but nobody else does. Wrong. It's true. If you really do sit there and just try to flip your mentality a little bit. When you have a solution-focused mindset, you don't get stuck in any situation or problem. Rather, you find yourself filled with ideas and opportunities in ways that you've never imagined, that you can solve these problems or these negative mindsets that are coming up. So don't be afraid to challenge your thinking, though. If you look at today as if it's just another day and it's not a brand new day filled with crazy opportunity, then try to turn that around. Look at today as a day where anything is possible. And then guess what? Awesome things will start happening. And when you do bump up against an obstacle that stops you in your tracks, you'll realize that it's actually just there to not stop you, but to point you towards a new direction, a new route, a new opportunity, a new possibility, a new path. Like if you lose your job, I have several times, and I'm really not proud of that. But I have. And now I get it. I understand why. I lost my job with Amazon, and now I live in the beautiful state of North Carolina with my amazing husband, working on my spiritual growth, teaching other people about my spiritual growth. I'm about to open up an online store with my partner, Lisa. By the way, if you guys are from Jacksonville and you're watching this, I will be in town this weekend. And for the rest of you, I won't be online on Saturday and Sunday live because I'll be in Jacksonville, just so you know. But, and I'm starting this opportunity with this solar energy company, and that's going to give me the money that I need to create my website and create my store and do all the other things that I truly want to do. And make my crystals and make my jewelry and my healing stones. And my essential oils and my beauty water and my facial products. And I have so many ideas. God, it makes me excited. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. So your action for today is to take this time, guys, to post something on some social media platform, bragging about yourself. It is okay to do that. What have you accomplished lately? Whether that is being an incredible mom through this pandemic that we're going through, or sticking it out with your job regardless of all the crazy that's happening right now. Or are you just an awesome husband to your wife? Or do you work out every day? Or do you eat super healthy? Or have you created something? Or are you looking to create something? What is it that you can brag about? What do you feel good about that you've done, that you can throw out there into the universe for everyone to see? And I understand if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you don't want to do anything that hinders your soul. But if you don't feel comfortable throwing it out there, then throw it in your notebook of some kind, in your journal. Just write it all out so that you can really get a chance to allow your conscious and subconscious to think about all the things that are seriously going good. All the stuff that's thriving. And tomorrow is a really big day. This is when we invite an invisible presence of energy to support our manifesting journey. So stick with me. Don't let up now. Tomorrow's day 17. We'll have the weekend off, and then we'll jump into day 18 on Monday, and we'll finish up on Wednesday with a really big training and revelation. So this stuff is only getting better. And I want to say thank you for giving me the time. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support. And thanks for allowing me to share my soul with you. And thanks for being here for the daily inspiration with myself, Kat, and the universe. That's what 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙀𝙀 stands for. Daily inspiration with Kat and the universe. So thank you. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Toodles.